Hogan's first pre-season run out at home today, and over an hour for you in the tank as well. How did you find out there today?
Yeah, it was good to be back. Obviously, the last time we played on here, obviously it was a disappointment that we're going to use this year, hopefully to fuel, the next step to go on better. But to be back out there and obviously see some faces in the crowd and in the stadium and just be on, the surface that we used to be playing at home, and in the new kit, looked really great. Always feels good, especially when you're at home. You've got the backing. But yeah, it's another step up in sort of intensity in terms of minutes for a group of players, and that will be replicated again later on in the week. We built up steadily. Had some really good sessions on the grass because we've got quite a few new faces in now. That obviously the way that we want to play and the details that we put into our our possession structure for those guys to catch up, but also for us again to refresh and in the areas that we looked at last year where we were doing great in, which put us in the position where we finished, to obviously improve and get better in those areas and pose other challenges to opposition that come here when we play away as well for next season.
I know that was EFL opposition all there today. I know the results won't be the be all and end all in pre-season, but it must be nice not just to get them goals, but also continue the clean sheets which have come into pre-season now.
No, it is, because the message between us is the same message that you want to get for a competitive league game. Is you want to get that winning mentality, you want to get them positive actions in case you lose a ball, a quick fast reaction, or the organisation of the units and the lines, and being involved in like 50-50s and appealing to the ref and trying to vocally take hold of a game as well. And you're never going to really substitute. We train really well, and obviously we play up against our whoever's in the starting 11, the second 11 that plays up is probably one of the toughest opponents we'll come up against in the season anyway, which really tests our challenges in possession and out possession, like I said. So when we come to play, and particularly an EFL team that finished quite well last season, is getting ready for that match mode, sort of winning mentality, like I said, alongside us having a process as well at the same time, which I spoke about when I obviously re-signed, that put us in a great spot with the clean sheet stuff, that the wins on the board, and if we can get near that number again, we're going to be in for another good season. And we're just looking for them small margins now that can take us above what we did last year and push right on.
I'll just ask you about that re-signing as well, because the first time we probably got to speak to you. After that, how pleased were you to sign him?
Delighted to sign, because like I said, I'd been obviously at Oldham, and then I came across here and I felt really welcomed by the supporters. It's sometimes quite difficult to come from a rival, but obviously I came in, helped the lads as best I could in terms of what I did on the pitch and around the dressing room with my experience. And obviously the supporters and staff and everyone, the players, really warmed to me and created a really good environment for me to, I mentioned to you, show my best self in them moments, and obviously being able to now stay on board and try and help this group now go again one better. We've got something that burns in us now that we can use as a group, a shared sort of emotion that wasn't nice a couple of times if you include the FA Trophy, which would have been a great day out, obviously two of the worst ways to go out of a competition. So that fire will burn, and like I said, the new lads who've had excellent seasons at their previous clubs will come in here with rejuvenated energy and use what we were created as a culture. I walked into a really great culture, and I've just sort of tried to fit in with that, and I couldn't say no to staying on again. And obviously the way that the team performs, the way that Gaffer is really helping me excel, and even at 36, I'm still learning and I'm still looking to get better and looking to improve, and I felt last year that being in this environment helped me to do that.
And it does feel like the core group of players that you joined in with the group last season have stayed on for this season. That can stand us in good stead going into the campaign.
It's massive because of obviously the structure. Obviously we speak about Gibbo who moved on, but the Gaffer, the Gibbo, and the players now, even the maturer players and your KGs and your Harveys and Big Easty, you can hear them. They're almost like coaches themselves, and having sort of more members of staff and players who are on board with the philosophy and the way we want to do it, the new lads will get up to scratch really quickly, and like I said, we'll be looking for them small gains, and it's really important that core group has stayed around, because ultimately we had a fantastic season last year, finishing where we did, and like I said, the stats behind it, and we're really measured in what we try and do. So being able to, like I said, try and find them gains to push us on another level, and we've always got the group that we can revert back to in times that are tough, of how we got through last season as well, is really important. And the new lads will bring something new and around the place, whether it's creativity and different ideas and decisions in the final third or defending decisions, stuff like that. You've already seen Big Manny up front, how much of an impact he's had already in terms of the way he played with Manny before, but just those little gains like that in them areas are going to be really vital for us.